Hello my gorgeous ones, welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, I'm so excited. This is my roundup of all of my favorite products in the year 2023. Actually, I say all, I had to just narrow it down. I have a ton of favorite products. So these are just the things that I used the most, I kept returning to, that I love. Some of them are new to 2023. Some are just new to me. And then some of these are also just favorites that I continue to use over the years. So if you want to see all of my favorite products, and I have a lot, keep on watching. All right, you guys, I'm gonna try to go as quick as possible because I have a ton to share with you guys. I'm gonna start with a few skincare items. Now, this is not all of my holy grails. This isn't everything that I love. I've actually been asked a lot to do holy grail skincare products, a video. So I'm gonna do that at some point, hopefully in the near future. But here's just a few things that I've been loving lately or in 2023. This is a brand In the Know, and this is their hyaluronic acid serum. I've only actually been using this for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, and I love it. I actually fell in love with this brand as a whole. It is very simplistic in their line. You know, it's not real complicated where you don't know what goes with what. Everything works together so nicely. I also love the packaging, and everything is under $15. You can get it at Walmart, very affordable, and I love this hyaluronic acid. I find it very, very hydrating, and I just think the bottle is so stinking cute. So that's definitely been a new favorite. This is a reoccurring favorite for me. This is the Amy Matthews Clarifying Tea Tree Oil. If you've seen my empties, this is often in there. This is probably my 5th bottle. I have 2 backups, if that tells you anything. But she actually formulated this out of her own acne issues. And I believe she was a dancer, I think I'm getting that right, and was on stage and had to wear makeup and started suffering from acne. So she developed this product, and it also has spearmint in it. And when I started using this, now it's been 2.5 years ago about, it helped my skin so much. I adore it. And I actually don't use it every day. If I have some sort of flare up, if it's about that time of a month, and I know that I'm gonna kind of get like some acne going on, especially around here, I bust this out maybe a day or 2 and it starts to diminish, and then I put it away until I need it again. I love it. It's amazing. Definitely a holy grail for me. The other thing that's become a holy grail for me this year is the Neogen Dermology Real Bakuchiol Firming Serum. Now, I had this in another video, and I think I had it in empties, and it really wasn't an empty. It had fallen out of my skincare cabinet. But I don't actually know with certainty that it was this, but ever since I started using this, I just feel like my skin is better than ever. I feel like my spots are lightened, like acne scars have lightened. I feel like just overall my skin just looks so much better. So I think it might be this, and it is 10% phytoretinol firming booster. I love it. I use it every day. Yes, I do use that every day, and I don't have any side effects. The other thing I fell in love with was the Seafoam Pacifica Makeup Remover Cleanse and Tone. It's a face wash. I don't know why it just says remove makeup. No, it doesn't. It says Seafoam Complete Face Wash, remove makeup, cleanse, and tone. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, this has coconut water, sea algae complex, and I love this. It lathers like a dream. It smells so good. I just enjoy using this. And I think it removes makeup really well. It's also gentle enough in the morning. Sometimes it's hard to find one that can do both, like gentle morning and removes makeup, but I find that this does. It's just a fun experience when I use this. I love this face wash. Now, another thing that I fell in love with is the Clarins Cryo Flash Cream Mask. This is so cool. So when you put this on, and you leave it for a little bit and you wash it off, it's like it just invigorates the skin, and everything you put on your skin after that, whether it's a serum, your moisturizer, your foundation, it reactivates it and it feels like this cooling sensation. It is perfect if your skin is like irritated, redness, dry. This really helps. I highly recommend it. I love using it. I also have in here the LMS Pro Collagen Marine Cream. This has been a favorite of mine for 2 years now, I think. I think this is my 4th one, and I love this marine cream. Talk about an experience as well. This is pricey. It is very pricey. I recommend getting LMS on sale, always. But it feels so spa-like. It smells expensive. It feels expensive. It is so silky on the skin. Like no other moisturizer feels this luxurious. I actually only use this in the evenings, and I use it about every other night so that I can really draw out, you know, the product and have it. But it's amazing. I love it so much. Now this is new to me this year. This is the Isle of Paradise Body. This is a body cleanser. It has lactic acid, salicylic acid, mandelic, and polyglutamic. I don't know about all that. I just know this smells so freaking good. It smells like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a strawberry fruit explosion ice cream. I don't know. It smells so good. It's my favorite body wash for sure. And I do feel like it has helped like my legs be smoother in particular. Okay, this is the last till we get to the makeup. So this is the Sea Sculpt Body Oil by Mara. This is actually empty. It has algae and moringa triple active. You guys, this feels so luxurious. I really got into body oils this year. I wanted to add an extra layer of care to my like body skin. And so I started using body oils. There's others that I liked, but nothing compared to this one. Number one, like the glass packaging, and it smells like the sea. It just, like you can tell there's like algae and whatever else from the sea that's in here, but like I enjoyed that smell. It feels so good on the skin. I think it's fairly pricey. I want to say maybe this is like $35-$40, something like that. But I think it's worth it at Sephora. Like when you have 20% off, try this. I think you'll love it. All right, I guess this is considered, I should have counted this as like skincare, not just makeup, but my favorite SPF that I tried in 2023 is this Shiseido Expert Sun Protector. It has SPF 50. I tried a ton of SPFs and I loved a ton of them. I really liked the Kinship one. I liked the e.l.f. Glow one a whole lot, but there's something about this one. Number one, it smells so good. And I think there is vitamin C in here. And one reason why this is making my tops, there's a couple of items actually that are like this in my roundup. Vitamin C typically breaks me out really badly. When I do find something with vitamin C that doesn't, I get so excited. So this does not break me out. It also provides such a beautiful glow to the skin. It's not greasy. There's no white cast to it or anything. It smells so good, like fresh oranges. I love this. It's fairly pricey, but I mean, I still have quite a bit in this, and I've been using this for like probably 6 months, and maybe it's like right here. So I think it's worth it. Then we have a couple of primers. So this has been a favorite of mine for a couple of years. It's the Supercharged Dewy Primer from Milani. I have dry skin, so I really like a nice hydrated base. This is my go-to. I will use other primers for months and then just always like go back to this. I like to test them out and I'm like, well, this is still a fave. This does have vitamin C, and it does not break me out. So that's one reason why I love it so much. The other one is the Essence Hello Good Stuff. This is their Glow Serum Primer with watermelon, water, and niacinamide. So this is kind of their version of the Glow Recipe Dewdrop, sort of, but like It's different. This is definitely more of a serum, but I do think it also works as a primer, as it says. I feel like my makeup goes well on top of it, gives a nice glow. It's not greasy, so I think this is better for priming, whereas the Glow Recipe is more just for like an extra shine. All right, now for concealers, I actually have 3 that were probably my favorites and my most used this year. My most used by far was definitely the Rare Beauty. This is actually a backup that I just opened. So I finished finally the other one, and it took a long time to finish, and I used it a lot. I think if I had to recommend any concealer to anyone, I think this would be it, because the price point is still good and it just is beautiful. I just recently ordered the Hourglass concealer because I heard people rave about it. It's super pricey. They had a 50% off. I got the wrong shade, but even at that, you guys, I don't really love it. I'm gonna continue to try it out, but this blows it out of the water. The Hourglass is way more drying. If you have dry skin, I highly recommend the Rare Beauty. But I also, for those who don't want to spend that much, is the Essence Keep Me Covered. I love this concealer. It does a really, really good job concealing. I also don't think that it creases. It has aloe vera in it. This is a really, really good concealer. Then we also have the Milk Makeup Concealer. I also love this. I mean, this one's kind of right there with the Rare Beauty, but I think I like the Rare Beauty slightly more, and it's less expensive than the Milk. But this is my favorite of the higher end, a little bit more expensive concealers. Now, hands down, my favorite skin tint goes to Cieli. I'm not sure how you say it, but this is the Tint and Protect. It has SPF 50. I got this from Skeepers and I am almost done with it. I love it. I keep telling the brand, they're really sweet and they follow me, and I'm always tagging them in every makeup look because I wear this every single day. Now, I'm someone that kind of double complexions myself. So I use this and I always mix in some sort of glowy something. So like the the bronze drops from Drunk Elephant, and I just realized I don't have that in here. They should be in here, but did I finish those? I'm not talking to myself right now. I didn't see it when I was getting my stuff. That was one of my favorite products of the year too, the bronzing drop. So I will mix in like 2 drops of that on these fingers. Then I take this, and it has this sort of like the little glass dropper that I don't like love. It gets really, really messy, I will say that. But I just do that and I just swipe onto my hand, whatever comes out on the little drop, and then I mix together and I use my fingers, put it all over my face, and then I go in with a foundation. And it's not cakey. It may sound like a lot, but like, I don't think I look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. I think that the skin just looks really healthy and glowy. This is my favorite, and I tried the Hourglass. I did love the Hourglass, but this is like $3 cheaper, and I honestly like this one a little bit better. It is expensive for a skin tint. It is like $44. I don't care. I will get it from Sephora. I will use points. It's my favorite. I think it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Now, the 3 foundations that I use the most this year are cheap. So one of them I don't have, no, 4 foundations. 2 of them I don't have because I emptied them and I haven't repurchased yet. So it is the Kimchi Beauty, a really good foundation. That's what it's called, a really good foundation. And then also the Essence Keep Me Covered foundation. Both of those are excellent. The A Pretty Good foundation is very natural on the skin, medium coverage. You can almost build it to full, but not quite. It's really, really reasonably priced. Same thing with the Keep Me Covered, really good coverage with that. And it's super, super cheap. I think that is a very underrated foundation. The one I probably used, I'd say the most, probably is the Foera. Now, Foera is a Chinese brand, and I actually tested this out about 2 years ago and did a YouTube video on it, like a long, long time ago. And then I fell in love. I didn't think I was gonna love it because it does say that it is a soft matte, and I'm not a matte girl, but this is, I mean, I'm wearing it today. I wear it most days. Like if you are following me on Instagram, you see my makeup posts. At the end, I almost always include in the carousel a flat lay of my makeup. A lot of times it's this foundation. It is so good. And I do have a backup. I think this is my 4th one. Full coverage pretty much, but not cakey. And I found this one on, or the others on Temu. They were selling it, but it's a lot cheaper that way. But they also have it on Amazon. It's cheaper than buying it directly from the US site. The other one that I love, that I've loved for a couple of years now, is the Profusion Feel Good Skin. This is such a good drugstore foundation. You get medium to full coverage with this. It is very natural looking on the skin. It also has hyaluronic acid in it. Definitely one of my favorite drugstore foundations. All right, next, let's go with blushes. And I have quite a few. Okay, so one is the Juvia's Place Liquid Blush, but specifically the shade Blush Lily. This is that Barbie pink. It is so pretty. It is very pigmented, but I don't know if it's this shade in particular. It's not as out of control as some of the other ones that I've seen. I've seen some other people demo the Juvia's Place where they're like, oh my gosh, I just put 2 dots and it's like Clown Town. It's so pigmented. This I do 3 really, really small and then just blend it out, and I love it. I love this shade. It's so, 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 so pretty. I also have these 2 that are Pixie dupes. So these are On the Glow blush in, this one is Shy Pink, this one's Coral Orange. These are actually from Temu. And I haven't tried the Pixie one, but I have seen comparisons. And then I've seen people just, you know, use the Pixie, and then I know what these are, and these are slightly more pigmented than the Pixie ones, and these shades are gorgeous. This one's also a really pretty Barbie pink, and then this is like the perfect coral. I know not everyone wants to shop Temu, but so I could probably also recommend the Pixie ones, but if you want to try out a dupe, try these out. Now I also really love the Mora cream blushes. And these, I've heard people say that they think, just by looking at them, that they're dupes for the Tower 28 blushes. I haven't tried the Tower 28 blushes. I'm actually someone that does not like their cream bronzer at all. Like, I actually hate it with a passion. I don't know if it's just me. I know people love that thing. It does not work. I hate that formula, and the blush looks similar. So I think I would recommend these over that possibly. But I have 3 of them. This is Miss You, a bright pink. This is a very natural sort of terracotta in I Respect You. And then this is kind of like a spiced orange in I Want You. These are beautiful. They blend great. They're pigmented, but not like outrageous. And they are affordable. And then we also have the e.l.f. Glow Wand. This is in the shade Berry Radiant. I really, really enjoyed this. I know these got very, very mixed reviews. Some people thought they weren't pigmented enough. This one is just so pretty. It kind of has that like radiant dewiness that isn't greasy to it. The shade is so pretty that I think kind of works year round. So I really like this one. One of my most used blushes was $1. That is LA Colors. I've had this I got this I think last year. So I'm getting down a little bit. I haven't hit like pan on it, but you guys, this is in the shade Toast. And it's so flattering. It is just so, so pretty. It goes with so much. It just gives this like warmth to the skin, and it wears really nicely. It mixes in with bronzer really nicely. If you see this, like I got mine at Dollar Tree, definitely try it. Now, a newer blush to me that went viral, that I have fallen in love with, definitely deserves its viral status, is the Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush. The viral pink, Barbie pink duo here. I love this so much that I got, I think it's volume 6 maybe. It's the orangey shades. This is so pretty. I'm wearing it today. And what I love about it is I will do this deeper pink right here, and I'll just kind of ombre into the lighter pink. And it just gives, it's very like airbrushed looking. and they just blend so nicely, but they are pretty by themselves too. I just love using them as a combo. Definitely understand why they went viral. Then contour and bronzer has been strange for me this year. So I've been working on panning one from She Glam that I've had a long time. It was actually my first cream bronzer and I've had it for years. And I even bought a backup back then because I loved it. It is really good. I just don't even know if they make that one in particular anymore. And I'm almost done. It was a thick stick and it has taken me so long. I've been working on that like the last half of the year. So I didn't use a whole lot of different ones. I did really like the Milani one though. This is in Honey Miel. The thing with this is, I know some people just said this was so bad. I disagree. I do not like to use puffs like very much, like these type of applicators like directly on the skin. I just squeeze it out. I put a little on the back of my hand, then get my little brush and it just melts into the skin so beautifully. I do also really like it for the nose. So I really did like this. I think it looks very natural on the skin. Now my powder one that I probably use the most, and I keep expecting to hit pan on this sucker, and it used to have a real thick embossing in this. That's completely gone. But this is from Kimchi Beauty. It is their Thaler bronzer, and I went to Malibu. This is just my perfect color. It's what I'm wearing today. I've used all sorts. I've tried a ton this year. You go back to your favorites. Like this is just my favorite. What can I say? Okay, now for highlighters, my most used highlighters this year have been the ones from Silk Naturals. Now, I didn't bring them all out. I have, I think 8 or like 10 shades, something like that, because they are incredible. You guys, they're so good. I cannot tell you enough. I talk about Silk Naturals a lot, and I think what maybe sometimes deters people from trying Silk Naturals might be packaging. She does not go all out with packaging, but she's also able to keep her prices really low. So I don't care. I don't care that they're not in fancy packaging. If they make your skin look amazing, who cares? So this is Hollow Back. This is a newer one for me. I actually have it on my nose today, and it is like a really light, sort of like pink iridescent, like shimmer, champagne light. It's pretty. It's very angelic. Bubblegum is one of my favorites. It is pink, and I love it as a blush topper. So I have it on today, and it just gives like a really vibrant sheen of pink with the blush. But I also love I have Jelly Bean that's purple, Blue Raspberry that's blue. I have a green one, and you may think like that's not very wearable, but hers are. They are amazing. I cannot recommend them enough. I do have a code if you ever want to save some money. It is budget10 with her. Now this one I really love. This is probably my other favorite highlighter I tried this year. It is from Bobbi Brown. It is the Pink Glow Highlighter. I got it in Ipsy. And it's just really pretty. When I first got it, the embossing, it's kind of getting worn down a little bit. It's that marbled, and then it kind of look almost like a Tetris, like maze embossing on it. It's just really glass-like, really pretty, very natural. It's very much that glow from within, and I just think the shade is very flattering. Okay, now for powders, I think these were probably my favorites. So this is the Huda Beauty Cupcake Easy Bake, and then I also have the Easy Bake and Snatch, the pressed one, in Cherry Blossom Cake. So I honestly like these pretty equally. I think universally most people preferred the pressed one over the loose one, but I really like them both. I love the cupcake color. It's brightening, it's soft. I felt like it was blurring. So I really did enjoy these. And then this is a repeat for me. I fell in love with this 2 years ago, maybe. This is my second one. So I panned that sucker where there was nothing left, which is pretty impressive when you have a lot of powders. And this is the Mora Lavished powder, finishing powder in Banana. And it is very, very blurring to the skin. It is very brightening under the eyes. I love it. It's so soft. It's very, very silky, and it's very affordable, which we love. All right, now this is my holy grail. I don't think anything is ever gonna pass it up. Finishing spray or setting spray. It is the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow. This is probably my 7th, 8th one. I don't know. I love it so much. I have a bigger one as a backup, and it's the perfect sprayer, the perfect amount, the perfect mist. It smells amazing, and it gives your skin a beautiful glow. Now I have 4 brushes that I love all my brushes, but I was like, let me just for sure talk about these. So this is the Anise Beauty Pinnacle Foundation brush. And I love the shape of it. I love the purple, and I just keep going back to it. It can get right up in here. I know some people don't put foundation there, but I do. It can turn and get like right in between the eyes. It's so good. Then I also love my Wet n Wild brush, angled brush. This is my Holy Grail cream blush brush. And I have several of these. They often come in their collections, you know, like their Alice in Wonderland collection is this one, the Sesame Street one, any collection you see come out and there's brushes, this is usually included. And it is just the perfect cream blush brush. Perfect. Now this is from Profusion. It is the flat setting powder, and this is what I use to set under my eyes, and I love it for that. And then this was from Temu. It is like this little dome, and actually it has a brand, Hua Lala. And I love this for nose contour because I have kind of like a bump right here. I don't know if I ever broke my nose. I think one of my kids kicked it, my oldest. He was wild when he was little, and I swear one time he broke my nose, and I really think he did, because when I'm going over it, I can feel this like hump. And a lot of times if I use other brushes that aren't like a dome like this, it goes too far off over here. This helps keep it more precise. So these are the brushes, you know, they're not fancy. These are not fancy brushes, but I love these. Also, I don't have it right here. I should have grabbed it. I'll pop a picture on the screen, but the half-caked brushes are so good. And in particular, there are a couple of their eye brushes that have been so nice for me since I have the brow bone that hangs over. It's so hard to get into here, and the way that those are shaped are so helpful to me. So I love those brushes. All right, now let's see. I have some liners. Yes, okay, let's do liners. All right, for gel liner, these have been in like a pencil liner. For black, I do black most of the time, especially to tight line. And then if I'm not doing like a special fun, funky color on the lower lash, I'll just use black. And the Believe Beauty has been my holy grail for a couple of years in the shade Caviar. You can get it at Dollar General for $4. It is so, so, so good. Also the Milani Statement liner, that one in the black is also a favorite of mine. But the other one that really surprised me is the Pacifica liner, and it's a pencil liner. Does it have another name? Anyway, it's like this, and it is so smooth. I don't like pencil liners for the eyes. I've always felt like they weren't soft enough and they felt like they were scraping my eye, but this is so smooth. Very impressed with this liner. And then for a white liner is this Wet n Wild one that came in the Marilyn Monroe collection. I did that video for YouTube testing out that collection. And when I started to put this on, I was like, whoa, it was the most bold white and smooth that I've ever used. Sometimes white is like, doesn't really stand out, you know, but this one does. It is excellent. My other favorite liners have been the Supernova Multi-Chrome liners from Mora. I think this is all I have. I was looking through my basket. I think I have 8, and I really, really love these. They're very, very affordable. They aren't necessarily super shifty, but they have different colors of sparkles within them. And I just think they're so fun when you want something different on the lower lash line. When if you have purple shadow under here and you want to pop like the gold or the blue, the icy whatever that has like pink sparkles, I just think these are super, super fun for that. Now my holy grail liquid liner is the Slick Flick from Relove by Revolution. You get it at Walmart. So cheap, so freaking good. I have to have backups of this all the time. You guys know I'm a wing girl, and this one is just very, very opaque, very easy to use. I love it. So good, and it's cheap. The Arch Rival by Lottie London is my holy grail favorite eyebrow pencil. I have mine in dark brown. It's all that I use. I've tried others. I like others. Like I like the Mora one. I like the Milani. I like the NYX. This one's the best. Now for eye primer, I only pretty much now use the Colored Rain paint base. It has squalene and also sodium hyaluronate. Anyway, this is the shade Rope, and so it's like a skin sort of shade, but I love it. I also have one that's white. I forget to use that one for like pastels, but I really, really love her eyeshadow primer. Now mascaras, I have a bunch, and that's funny because I'm not like a big mascara girl since I wear falsies almost every day, but I tried a lot and I also like hated a lot. I tried this year, but I think these are probably the best. There's others I liked too, but anyway, let's just go into it. So the Maybelline Surreal Falsies. Now I base a lot of mine too off of how it performs on my lower lash line. I want my lashes, my lower lashes to be as long as possible and as full as possible. And I did like this one. The Rise Mascara was actually, I think, a favorite of mine last year. I didn't wear falsies every single day last year like I did this year, but this one really does lift the lashes and gives a volume. It's a really good mascara. These two by Kimchi Beauty as a combo were really good. So we have a lengthening and volumizing and a lengthening and curling. One of them has a straight one, the other one has a curled one. So one is really good to lift the top lashes and the other one is excellent on the bottom lashes. Really love those. Honestly, I think my favorite of the, well, these two have probably been my favorite that I've tried recently. The Sephora Big by Definition is a really good overall mascara. Top and bottom lashes. It is volumizing, multiplying effect is what it says. Here's the wand. Really, really good mascara. I also really like the packaging. But you guys, this one has knocked my socks off. It is the Trace Luce Beauty Illusion Volumizing and Lengthening. And it came in Ipsy. And normally I hate little mascaras. They normally are all dried out. They normally don't work well. This has been my favorite for my lower lashes. And it makes even my top lashes so long. And I don't feel like I have long lashes. Like that's one reason why I wear falsies all the time. This mascara is outstanding. I don't really understand because I went on their site. They were having a sale. And I was like, I'm going to buy a couple of tubes. And it's not even on their site. I don't know if you can only get it at Ipsy. I'm not sure, but this mascara is the best that I tried all year. Now for falsies, I always talk about the lash liner glue from Kiss. I use this every single time I put on lashes. What's weird is the first several I used, I had no problems with them. Then probably 4 after that would leak really badly, but it still worked so well for lashes that I would just deal with the leaking. And now this is the second one I've had that isn't leaking anymore. So I don't know if they fixed the problem, but you guys, it's just so easy to use this for lashes. I think my most used and favorite lashes, and I've used a ton over the year, but the Profusion Iconic 3D Faux Mink Lashes in Fullest Wispies. It's what I'm wearing right now. They're just perfect. I just love them so much. They're not too much. They're not too little. They stay put and they last, you guys. Like a pack of this, it has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will last me for like 2 months maybe. I mean, like you get a lot of wears out of these, and I think it's only $7 or $8 for the whole pack. Highly recommend these. Okay, now we're on to lippies. So we have the In the Know their Nourishing Lip Balm. I also loved the Pacifica Lip Balm, but I used that one completely up. I don't have that one anymore, but this In the Know is also really, really good. Now, lip oils, I absolutely fell in love with. I love the e.l.f. one in Honey, what is it? Honey Talks. I know this sold out, this shade in particular, and it's kind of hard to get. Maybe they have it now, but I definitely want more shades. It feels so good on the lips. And this is like a perfect, just everyday nude shade. And then I also love the Milani Fruit Fetish ones, specifically their newer shades that are more of the neutral. Their first ones were those fruity, kind of bright, like a red and an orange. This is the Cocoa Cacao. These are so good as well, and they smell amazing. Now, 2 lip liners, well, it's from the same brand, but it's Hard Candy. I am so impressed with these. Well, one, I dropped that one and kind of like messed that one up, but let me show you the red one. So for one, they're very, very smooth and opaque. You could fill in the lips with this as well. But I also love that on the other end, you have this little brush because I'm kind of the worst at lining my lips. I have an uneven line. So it's so hard for me, and I hate when it's off and it looks weird. So you can just use this to clean it up. So smart that they would put that in the same packaging. Love that. I also really fell in love with Clarins lip products this year. So we have the Lip Perfector. I also have the pink one, but I keep it in the car because I use it so much. And you guys, you just squeeze it. It's got the little kind of fuzzy applicator. I don't mind that on this. And it is just, it makes your lips look fuller and pouty without being like a plumper. It feels really nice on the lips. It's opaque enough. I love these. And I also fell in love with the lip stains. I have 3 other shades of this, I believe. I have it on right now, actually, underneath this lipstick. So I love it by itself, especially the red, because red can be so messy. And when you're eating, this like just stains the lips, and it is transfer proof, doesn't move. But on top of that, let me just go ahead and get that because these are also in the favorites. On top of that, if you put a red lipstick on top of the stain, it really helps keep that lipstick in place as well. So it kind of acts like a primer for the lipstick. So I love and adore these Lunar Beauty lipsticks. I have all 4. I didn't grab the other one. Today I have on Holiday. So number 1, I love this packaging, very luxe, press that. And it had this gorgeous embossing. But yeah, I put that on top and it just helps it stay put so much better. So love these lipsticks too. They are beautiful. The other one is called Tia's. And it's a brighter, orangier red. Well, this is kind of like a true like holiday red. I also love, what is this? Icon is a really light nude. I use this one quite a bit. This is like perfect for that contrast of like a brown lip liner. And then this, it gives like a nice full looking lip. And then Milk Tea is a little bit warmer in tone, nude, that I also adore. These were major hits for me. I also love these glosses from Beauty For Real. Beauty For Real is a brand that is geared more towards just mature women. I love a lot of their products. Their eyeliner is really good. Their foundation is good as well. But these glosses are plumping glosses that are more cooling feeling than they are like spicy. This one I've been using a lot. Rebel is like a really beautiful reddish burgundy, but not too, it's not extremely opaque, but it definitely has quite a bit of pigment, and it just has like a beautiful sparkle to it without feeling like gritty. And then it does plump the lips. But this is the first one I ever had that I fell in love with, and it is Starlust. I add this on top of lipsticks all the time. It has a sheen, so it's like nude, but it has like a gold sheen to it as well. I love these lip glosses. The last item, I have several of these colors, but I just grabbed these 2. They are the e.l.f. O Face lipsticks. So right here I have No Doubt and Effortless, but I also have Shameless. I have 5 of them, I think. Honestly, I would get them all. I have so many lippies. These are just so good. They're comfortable on the lips. All the tones really work well together. They're affordable. I do love the magnetic packaging as well. It's that like rubbery sort of like flat matte that I love as well. These were excellent, excellent, excellent this year. All right, you guys, that is a lot. I had to keep it down, and I didn't do eyeshadow palettes because I don't know which that you're gonna see first, but I'm definitely just gonna do like a best of eyeshadow palettes for 2023 in a separate video. So you guys will have to let me know what some of your favorite items were. Were they any of these? Do you think you might try these now? Let me know in the comments. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.